Welcome to our first uh, hangout, and this is with our supposed to be talking about Christmas memories of Enewetak Atoll. Give you a little backstory. The 84th Engineer Battalion at the U.S. government went over and between 1977 and 1980. We went over and cleaned up all the radioactive debris that was dropped on the Marshall Islands in the 1940s and 1950s. And today we're to discuss how we spent our Christmas vacations over there. Keep in mind it's pretty close to the equator, and we had around 90 to 120 degree temperatures, and Christmas didn't really seem that Christmassy with that type of weather. Um, Also, we weren't around family. About the only thing that we're able to do on that is open gifts that our family members sent to us. I remember getting a cue stick. Um, I ended up getting pipes. Smoked pipe back then, and the I don't know, probably one of the most amazing things out there is that the evenings, the nights, when you had a full moon, you could see pretty much everything. However, when we when you had a moonless night, you could see by the starlight much better than any other time of the evening. Everything was lit up. You could see stars never knew existed before in the U.S. We just got too much um, reflection in the evenings. Out there, you had next to no light, so you could see everything. It was great. Sit out on the beach. You could watch the phosphorescent waves come in. Just 1,500 men, 5, 6 month tours, hardly any women, and most of us, we've all vowed that we wanted to go back and bring our loved ones. Reality, that probably will never happen, but it's nice to think about. And right now, I don't see anyone that's joined us. However, I do plan on putting this on my channel so that anyone can take a look at it later on, show their friends or family. Plan on having these chats about once a month. And a lot of the people that went over and cleaned up the radioactive debris have health issues. Some of them have families that have health issues. Some of them aren't with us anymore. And it's really a shame. The U.S. government tested all these bombs, all the radioactive debris that was left. The islanders were out. Um, their home was taken away from them with the understanding that we were going to clean it up and they can move back, and it would be safer than what they left. And it just hasn't happened that way. It's unfortunate. Um, all this technology that we have, we we just had to learn, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people were health issues. An entire culture whose original way of life is no longer there. Um, I don't know when it's going to end, when they'll actually be safe, but all the half-lives that atomic debris has is not going to be anytime soon. Wanted to let you know that This group of ours we met a lot of good people. We've met um, people that had participated, some of us who ended up with curious souls that just wanted to take a look at what we've done. And Facebook group that we have, I don't know, I think we've got around 30 or so people on the group now. It's been growing. It's been around about a year and a half. I opened it up just the other day, took a look at our group, and had Christmas wishes from Steve, Ernest, Kevin, Gary, Mike, Fitz. Um, I've read Christmas notes as far as from Fitz has really taken an interest in us. She wants to help promote our cause, help us get some recognition. And the sad part is a lot of the participants went over to help clean up the islands so the Marshallese can move back. A lot of us feel like no one cares, no one listens. And it's nice that Fitz has taken time out of her life to make 2014 her resolution year to help promote our cause. Um, she had asked about how are our holidays there, how are our Christmases, and Gary, Kevin, Pete, Paul, Al, Vern, and myself, we've all tried to paint a picture for her. Morale was a big issue over there. The higher ups, they created, I know on one year, had a Christmas decoration party. And I put together some um, paper mache Santa and Elf, the little backdrop of him sitting in a rocking chair, Elf sewing a doll by the fireplace. And Santa had in his hand um, a letter from a fictitious girl by the name of Susie. And all she wanted for Christmas is for her father to be back from Enewetak in time for their Christmas. Um, I made our Christmas decoration. I was with the Operations S3 with 84th Engineer Battalion. And as far as the island of Enewetak, I'm very pleased that we actually won that competition that year. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a lieutenant by the name of Lieutenant Buzzard who ended up with those paper mache characters. And I hope his family's still enjoying them. All I have left over are some photographs. And I've shared those on Facebook. Um, last several years, I have actually gone on eBay and bought a few more mementos. Um, the Republic of Marshall Islands put out this commemorative coin, and this was for the discovery, um, special discovery that went up a while back. It's good to know that they've recognized it. The Battle of Britain, ended up buying a commemorative coin from them. The Marshallese, it's a $5 coin, and it's brought me back some memories. Not of the battle, of course. I'm too young for that. But memories of the Marshallese people being such a kind and generous group. Ended up getting some stamps published by the Marshallese, and also some more stamps. How many people remember any of these structures? I believe I'll say one of them was there while we were there, the one on top. The other two, I believe they built those after we left. Um, haven't seen anybody else join our chat, but regardless, it's I don't know. I've ended up with a couple of people said they have family plans, and of course, we've got family plans too later on in the afternoon. I'm fortunate to have the time to be able to start this video uh, information. Last couple of days, I've gone through our group and I found a couple of Christmas photos, um, Al and myself. I happened to notice two of them that Al had posted. He was, I believe, a captain there. He may have been a lieutenant, I'm not sure. But he was one of the actual um, soldiers that lived and breathed on Lodgewell, worked on Runit. And I'm going to go ahead and close it up right now, but next time I think what we'll do is we'll talk about the background of Enewetak, what we found out about it, and maybe sometime in January I'll set a date later. Um, I've enjoyed sharing what I've remembered. Of course, over the years, I've considered myself fortunate. I have very few health issues, not most of them internal problems, and from what I've read, the coconuts laced with radiation, and they have a tendency to break down your DNA while they're inside your body. Most of the problems I'm hearing are from dust inhalation, ingesting the radioactive debris. And looking forward to meeting with y'all again next month. In the meantime, take a look at YouTube, add comments. You can direct message me on Facebook. Right now, this is Gerard Frank Bolton III. I am an atomic vet. I was in Enewetak, assigned to the 84th Engineer Battalion. I served there from 15 June 1977 through 8 November 1977. And then I went back on a second trip on 15th of August 1978. And I was there for about a little over 8 months on that trip. I did drafting work, did quite a few of the drawings for the base camp. I did the final design work on the containment structure that everyone filled up. It was originally designed for a 25-foot high cap. That's 25 foot above mean sea level. The bottom of the crater is at 25 foot below mean sea level. It was formed by one of the atomic bombs that was detonated at ground zero. At that time, ground zero was 25 foot above mean sea level, and was one of two craters on Runit that was actually on land. And like I said, it was originally designed to be 25 foot tall. It ended up being 35 foot tall. The 18-inch key wall, or rather 24-inch thick key wall around the perimeter. It has a 18-inch thick concrete slab cap, so to speak, and it's key walled also. The idea is it could expand and contract with the heat and cooling. and did not have any steel in it because there was concern about the steel rusting and breaking up the concrete. Um, and I've been told that all the participants' names were put inside of a box and buried below the cap. Um, I'm happy to see that Google Maps actually has it's visible from satellite on the Google Maps. Um, I keep dragging this out, but I guess it's time to wrap it up. I am Gerard Frank Bolton III, and I am an Enewetak Atomic vet on the cleanup crew. I wish all of you Merry Christmas.